you guys doing?
How are you?
Good.
You're 6'6", is that right?
Yep.
What did your basketball coach say when you guys under?
So my dad played basketball high school. He played Division I at Eastern Washington. And I played up until 8th grade, and I had to make a decision between basketball and football because I was a baseball guy all day. So I chose football, 8th grade. I started playing receiver and then quarterback in high school. But
Baseball too?
Yep.
You skipped that season?
Yeah, it was a tough decision, obviously. Like, all my friends were on the team. We won league championship last year, but it was a no-brainer at the end of the day.
What precipitated the move from receiver to quarterback?
So during the COVID year, I was sleeping a lot, growing, and we got a new head coach after my freshman year, and he kind of he saw me throw a ball back when we were running routes, and he's like, hey, come here, come try this. Take a 3-step drop. And then from that day on, I've just been putting in 100% effort towards it and ended up winning the starting job, and then that was all.
So from either watching Pitt last year or getting to know Coach Signetti now, what is like your favorite thing about not just himself but also the offense that he has going on here?
Coach Signetti, he's a great guy. I mean, he knows exactly what he's talking about, and he's a great teacher. All that experience he's had in the league, other colleges, but the first thing I noticed about Coach Signetti was how his hospitality. Like when Coach Dibbs hit me up about hopping on the phone and everything, I talked to Coach Signetti, and it was just felt like family from day one.
So when you say you switched from receiver to quarterback, did you play quarterback at all growing up?
Mm-mm.
So you not even like Pop Warner?
Mm-mm. I played receiver and kicker, eighth grade freshman year, and then quarterback sophomore, junior, senior year.
So you've been a quarterback for 3 years. I mean, take me through just learning that position. I mean, physically is one thing, but learning how to read a defense in that short amount of time. I mean, how did you go about taking on that challenge?
It was definitely very tough at first because I was 15 years old on varsity playing against 17, 18-year-olds. So there's one specific practice where we were working a QB run, and me and my OC kept arguing about hitting the hole, and I was like, Coach, I got to go outside, and he's like, just go inside. So I went inside, and it worked. He was right. So I kind of just met with him a lot, my head coach, and we just worked very hard with it.
With so little experience at that position, just having played for 3 years, how valuable is it to have a guy like Phil, who's played 4 years at the collegiate level, and even someone like Christian who's played 2 years at Penn State? I mean, with that experience, how valuable is that to learn under guys like that?
It's great. I mean, Phil, Christian, and Nate, they all know their stuff. They're great quarterbacks, great leaders, and it's just great to be able to learn from them.
I should have asked this question to the other guys, but what was your first impression? I'll put you on the spot. What was your first impressions of Pat Nardizzi in your first face-to-face meeting?
He, again, just like Coach Signetti, it felt like home with him. When he came out to visit me, we played horse, and he said that he beat me. He did not beat me in horse. I don't know if you saw that, but he said that he beat me. He did not beat me, but he's a great coach, and it's awesome. I mean, he's just a great guy.
Better coach than a basketball player, I guess?
He's got a nice jumper.
Really?
Yeah.
How bad did you beat him?
It was I think it was horse to HORSE, or S. Yeah, horse to HORS. One letter. Yeah, it's close.
What's his go-to shot?
I can't really remember, but he was definitely short range. Yeah.
What I feel like in California, quarterbacks who emerge and play really well usually end up in schools like Israel went, right? Like, I feel like that's kind of how things go. Guys end up in sort of factories. You had, big junior season, 34 touchdowns. Were those opportunities there for you? What made you decide to stay for your senior year?
So I was getting hit up by a couple of private schools in the area, and I was like, no, thank you. I never even thought about it because my guys are been with them my whole life growing up. My little brother was going to start on varsity that year, and I'm like, nope, I'm going to stay home.
Pat, how much was Frank's experience with other quarterbacks, with NFL quarterbacks, appealing to you as you continue to learn the position?
He's got all these old tapes of Eli Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Namath. So it's like we're in the meeting and we're just watching all those tapes, and it's just great to see how I'm going to be learning the same stuff that those great quarterbacks are learning too.
What are a couple of things you've already picked up on?
Well, we never went under center in high school, so I've been working the drop with Coach Dibbs, 7-step, 5-step, outside zone, all that stuff. Just, I mean, it's been good, but it's definitely something new for me.
As a former receiver, how does that help you identify or understand, or even like, hey, I played that position.
Yeah.
I know it.
I kind of understand like what kind of balls they like receivers like to catch, like where they want it on like a dig, where they want it on a fade, and stuff like that.
Anything else for Tom? He didn't tell you he coached Notre Dame, did he?
No, he didn't.
Who's an NFL quarterback that you try to model your game after?
Definitely Justin Herbert. Yeah, but I'm not a Chargers fan.
Okay.
No.
You're allowed to be. It's all right.
No.
What team do you root for?
Seahawks.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad grew up in Seattle, so just been Hawks forever.
And you would think at 6'6", that you're probably a guy that sticks in the pocket, but are you mobile? Like, how much do you look to get outside?
I try to stay in the pocket, but when I need to go make a play, I'll definitely get out of the pocket, go make a play.
Ty, all your other 3 offers were from the West Coast team. What was the deciding factor prompting you to make this move across the country?
Um,
Or how difficult has it been, maybe, or easy has it been for you to be so far away from home so far?
I mean, it's not that difficult. Like Izzy said, home's just a phone call away, but it definitely feels like home here. Like I settled in pretty well. I'm rooming with Nate, so that's good. And what really, I was committed to UNLV, and then Coach Arroyo got fired, and then I think it was that morning, Coach Dibbs hit me up, and then it's all she wrote from there.
So if Frank beat you in horse, would you still be at Pitt right now, or would you have been salty and went elsewhere?
I'd still be here, yeah.
You said you're rooming with Nate. Who's taller? You or him?
I think Nate's got me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. He's got like, I think an inch, 2 inches maybe? Or not inches, like probably centimeters. I don't know.
We had offers from West Coast teams. How did your family take the news you're coming all the way to Pittsburgh?
My mom was very happy. She grew up in New Jersey,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, she loves the East Coast, so she was very happy. When Coach Signetti came out, they clicked right away about talking about the East Coast. It was like, I think 20 minutes talking about the East Coast. My grandma was about 5 hours away, so it's not too bad.